What's going on, family? Rich Wall Street Williams here, and in this video, I want to share with you 5 reasons why a for sale by owner should work with you as a real estate professional. So, hey, listen, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and most importantly, hit that notification button. If you like this content, you get more content like this when we post it. So let's get right to it. So for sale by owners, I love for sale by owners. I have over the years have had great success with for sale by owners. As a matter of fact, as a full-time listing agent, probably about 90% of my inventory was a combination of for sale by owners and expired listings. I'll talk about expired listings in another video. So why do I like working with for sale by owners? First of all, as a real estate professional, you and I, we should love working. We should always focus on working with motivated buyers, motivated sellers. We should always look to work with motivated clients, people that want to do business with us. People that are looking to buy a house, we can help them. People who are looking to sell a house, we can help them. I don't have many conversations with unmotivated buyers or unmotivated sellers. However, for sell by owners, they are extremely motivated. How do we know they're motivated? Number one, they put a sign in the yard and they say, hey, I'm trying to sell my house. Please come by and take a look at it. Number two is they think they can sell it themselves. And through a little bit of education, a little bit of being what I refer to as an empathetic listener, you can help them self-discover that it's better to work with a professional than it is to work. So let me give you 5 reasons, and then I give you a little bit of information on the 5 reasons. Hey, listen, if I'm talking fast, it's because I'm excited. And number 2, you just hit the pause button, play it over again. So there's 5 reasons why I believe a for sale by owner will have better success working with a licensed professional than selling on their own. Number 1 is we can help them discover the true value of the home. Number 2, the risk involved in selling it on their own. Number 3, we can help them eliminate that risk. Number 4, we can sell it for more than they can sell it for selling on their own. And number 5, the chance of winning, right? The chance of winning selling on their own is limited. So number 1, true value. Understand this about value. Seller doesn't determine the value of the home. The real estate agent doesn't determine the value of the home. Hey, lender friend, I hate to step on your territory a little bit, but the lender doesn't determine the value of a home. Who determines the value of the home? The market does, right? The person who's willing to pay the price for their home. You know, about a year ago, 2 years ago, a friend of mine sold his home in Bowie, Maryland. And I'm not going to go into details, but he purchased his home somewhere around $700,000, sold his home close to $900,000, a little bit more than I think the offer price was somewhere around $925,000 or $950,000, right? So he only lived in the home 2-3 years. So the person determined the value for the home, even if, and now his neighbors sold their home a few months prior to them selling their home, and the buyers that bought their neighbor's house was willing to pay an extra $25,000 or $30,000 above the price that the bank said they were willing to lend them. So that's why I'm saying true value. See, friend, as a realtor, you and I, we really don't determine the value of the market. The seller of the home doesn't determine the value, and even the lender doesn't determine the value. The market determines the value. So what you and I do as a skilled professional is we help that for sale by owner determine the true value for their home. Now, a couple of different ways we do that. We can do it with the CMA. We can look at past selling real estate. We can look at current selling real estate. And we can also look at trends for real estate or for homes similar in that particular area. The second thing we can help a for sale buyer do is to eliminate that risk involved. I mean, think about this. You tell me, where is there more risk? Selling a product online or you and I walking in a store and buying that product? Where's a higher risk? And the answer should be buying online. Imagine you go online, you go to a website, company is selling a product. Maybe you're not familiar with the company, but you are familiar with the product. That same product is online. That same product is also in the store. When you order online, the risk involved is that maybe it's a scam. The risk involved in buying online is maybe there is an inventory and you don't know about it until you order it. Now you got to wait months until that product arrives. Whereas when you walk in the store, you see the product, it's on the shelf, you buy it. Now you may pay more, but my point is that there's risk. There's risk selling in person. There's risk for that buyer when they come to your house. They come to that for sale by owner house. There's risk for the buyer because the buyer isn't working with the realtor, right? That buyer is assuming a certain level of risk. Now, there may be the same risk involved in working with a professional, but we can help reduce that risk. And that's the point 3 is we can help eliminate that risk. There are 3 risks that a buyer faces when they work with a for sale by owner. There are 3 risks that a for sale by owner faces when they're selling their home to a buyer. Number 1 is there's a legal risk. The buyer may or may not be familiar with all of the requirements when selling real estate. See, real estate is a very specific commodity. It's this particular lot, this particular parcel number, this particular address, right? With this title, this specific title, this specific deed. And all of these legal ramifications, the seller may not know how to navigate that. And if the buyer isn't working with the real estate professional, the buyer doesn't know how to navigate the legal risk. Only a licensed professional can help eliminate and or reduce the risk legally. The second risk is there is a financial risk. Can you imagine you're selling probably the most expensive commodity you will ever own, and you're selling it to a person that you don't know, and you don't know how to ask questions or how to go about to qualify that this person, you are taking this house off the market. You don't know this person is in a position to really purchase your home. Now, yeah, they may have, hey, I have approval letter from a lender. So what are you going to say if you're selling your home on your own? Tell me about the conversation you're going to have. You're selling on your own. How do you qualify that buyer? What kind of questions are you asking that buyer? What kind of questions are you asking that lender as it relates to the approval process? Are they pre-approved, or is this an actual approval letter? And are you actually lender in a position to make a commitment in writing within 20, 25 days, et cetera? The third risk that a for sale by owner faces is their physical risk. There's a physical risk involved when you open up your home and you have strangers that you don't know walking through your home, looking at your home. There's a risk involved. Now, there's still that same level of risk involved when working with a licensed professional. However, we've been trained on how to eliminate that risk, how to go through the process of qualifying a buyer before we put them in a car, before we start scheduling showings. The fourth reason I believe it's better for sale by owner to work with a licensed professional is that we can sell it for more money than they can sell it on their own. And think about this. If I have a car that I want to sell, let's pretend I have a 2020 Hyundai Accent. I have a 2020 Hyundai Accent. I look at the Kelly's Blue Book value. It says that it is X. I have the car in my driveway, and I'm selling it, right? Compared to that 2020 Hyundai Accent that's with a dealership with other similar priced cars. When that buyer comes to my house and they look at the asking price, what's the first thing they're going to want to do about that price? They're going to ask me to lower it. Now, as the owner of that vehicle, I may already lower it under the market value, the suggested price. Now the buyer of the vehicle wants me to lower that price even more. So listen, it's our ability to sell it for far more. How can we sell it for more than the seller can? Because we have virtually unlimited exposure of that property. unlimited exposure. Imagine if you have one person bidding to purchase an item compared to 10 people bidding to purchase an item. Who do you think is going to get more money? Only one person bidding to buy that item, or you got 10 people bidding to buy that one item? The answer is simple, right? You got 10 people wanting to pay, competing to pay for that one product. When I list a home, I tell the seller, it's my job to get you maximum market price in the shortest amount of time. Maximum market price for the shortest amount of time. The fifth reason why I believe it's is better for a for sale by owner to work with a licensed professional is that we have a higher chance of winning. I mean, just putting it in the MLS alone, exposes my property to hundreds, maybe potentially thousands of realtors and buyers, right? So these are just 5 quick reasons why I believe it is better for a for sale by owner to work with a licensed professional than to sell a property on their own. Now, as a licensed professional, if I were you, I would take these 5 tips, these 5 reasons, write them down, and then build your unique value around these 5 reasons and make it your own. So listen, I hope you found value in it. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, hit that bell, so that when we post content, you get the information. I appreciate it, man. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is just too crowded. Now, we never look down at anyone, and as we're looking down, we put my hand up. I'll see you at the top. Let's get it.